Walk Softly sent word of your time at Fulstrom Homestead. Said you slipped out from between the Iron Wheel's greedy fingers. I am, but call me Zira. Titles don't carry weight when you live in a cistern. Pretty bold of you and Quen to go after the Geovessen's skull. Did you know she sent a letter asking to set up a meet? Rookie mistake. The Iron Wheel read her mail. That's why I sent Walk Softly to pull you out. Don't get me wrong, Quen may be green, but she planned a real heist. The kind we used to pull off before the Iron Wheel captured or killed most of us. Bastards. You heard of Magnifica Valora? She's a noble from Tanith, with a substantial dowry in her family tomb. We tried to steal it, but we failed, and she hired the Iron Wheel to punish us. I hear their leader thought you worked for us. Want to make it official? If the great Chief Inspector Ron Beek thinks you're part of the guild, who am I to disagree? We need good thieves, capable thieves like you and Quen to pull ourselves out of the gutter. So, care to join the Thieves Guild? We have nowhere to go but up. Good. You aren't afraid of a challenge. The more you do for us, the more gold and respect you'll earn. Reputation goes a long way with us. Bringing us the Geovessen's skull is a good start. Here's your cut. Don't worry, Quen will get her portion. I told you about our failed heist, the one that led the Iron Wheel to Abba's Landing. Someone pointed them in our direction. It's time we found out exactly who it was. My gold is on Velsa. She was part of our Thieves' Council, the Guild's inner circle, but she retired just before the dowry heist. It might be coincidence, or it might be she sold us out for large stacks of coin. That's what I'd like to find out. You and I should pay her a visit, see if the Iron Wheel funds her retirement. There's a breach in the city wall, outside the flooded district. Meet me there when you're ready. Thieves should always travel separately. Advice from Nicholas. Good advice. Said she'd earned enough for a lifetime, handed over her rackets and told us to leave her alone. We'd see her in the markets now and again. She kept to herself. Fine by me. Our old guildmaster, a mentor and a friend. He planned the dowry heist that would have seen us wealthy beyond our dreams. But he's gone. I lost him in Magnifica Valora's family tomb. He is sorely missed. Wait. Keep low and keep quiet.
Traps everywhere. Can't fall asleep.
The Iron Wheel? Here? Are they protecting Velsa? What's this? A message to Chief Inspector Ron Beek? Let's see what it says. Damn it. Damn it! Change of plans. You need to see this. This message is to Chief Inspector Ron Beek. It's about an arrest order. Velsa's arrest order. She isn't working with the Iron Wheel. She's their next target. Velsa was the last living person who could have placed the Iron Wheel on our trail. But it wasn't her. Of course it wasn't. Now I need to tell my least favorite person that she's in mortal danger. I can't stand her, but she was always one of our best. I could really use her help in restoring the Thieves Guild. My eye just twitched. I need to control that around Velsa. Never show her your tell. I want to rush in, give the Iron Wheel a reason to fear us. But I'm in charge, and if I'm captured, the Thieves Guild is dead. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need to fall back to the den while you warn Velsa. Show her the Iron Wheel's message. Tell her Nicholas is dead if you have to. Do what you can to bring her to the den. But if she refuses, leave her. I owe her a warning. Nothing more. Head to the upper levels and search for her villa. It's a bit of a maze, but look for a big garden. And watch for traps. Velsa is enthusiastic about her privacy. Obnoxious and dripping with poison, just like her personality. If she hadn't retired, Nicholas would still be alive. I shouldn't say that. She's very good at what she does. If she'd been around for the dowry heist, we'd have been spared all this tragedy. But now's not the time to open old wounds. Obnoxious and dripping with poison, just like her personality.
Unfortunate soul.
More was smiles on charity. It's not that much to ask.
Wonders if the meat of shave skins is tasty.
Help me get back on my feet.
land directly upon your side.
Merza, do not
I
make me
am
beg.
retired.
It is unbecoming of our most profitable history. Help an unfortunate soul.
And who is this, Silverclaw? Who else befouls my garden?
In all truthfulness, I have no knowledge. A friend? But you have no friends. Beyond my humble and mercantile self, of course.
You made it past my traps. You're lucky, stupid, or quite skilled. I haven't decided which. Well, my garden needs tending. Out with it, and be on your way. What thieves' guild? The Iron Wheel killed or branded the lot of them. Did your illustrious guildmaster send you? Tell Nicholas if he shows his face here, I'd have a mind to slap it. With a switch, covered in nettles. Then he finally went through with his damned fool heist. So, Guildmaster Zira sends a warning, does she? Nicholas barely in the ground, and she seeks to uproot my retirement? The old cistern? Zira wouldn't warn me unless she wanted something. And I would like to see the quality of recruits she allows into her thieves' den. Very well. Help me repay a favor, and I'll play Zira's vastly inferior game. This is where you agree. Ah, you showed interest. I'll consider that your agreement. The skittish Khajiit pretending not to eavesdrop is Silverclaw. Ask him why he needs our help. Meet me behind his old warehouse, after you know what you're walking into.
The Thieves' Guild restored to Abba's Landing? I am most grateful for your timely and unexpected assistance. You see, my bountiful warehouse was taken from me by some conniving and nefarious individual. That is the question I keep asking myself. One day I arrived to find unfamiliar guards. They chased me from my own warehouse like a common dragon frog. Someone must have bribed my overseers. It does not matter. I need you to recover what was lost. What? No! Did I fail to mention the ledger hidden in my old office? I may have lost my warehouse, but the ledger is worth twice that entire rickety building. If you help Velsa restore it to me, I shall be most grateful to the Thieves' Guild. Then I shall look forward to our next most auspicious meeting.
I wish a son would come by.
You're here, and relatively unskewered. Next is the significantly harder part. First, we sneak into the warehouse. Next, we observe our surroundings. Finally, and this is the most important part, you do exactly what I tell you to do. You didn't bother to ask Silverclaw? Sharp as a barrel bottom, you are. Silverclaw wants us to recover his ledger. Like a book. Have you seen those before? Squiggly lines, sometimes pictures about as thick as your skull. No wonder Zira brought you into her thieves' guild. She mistook the muscle in your head for wit. But there's more to you than that, isn't there? We could keep flexing all day, but there's a ledger to steal. Are you ready? Dancing girls and animal acts. It's a warehouse. Sweaty laborers and rough-hewn crates. What do you expect? Follow me, and keep quiet. A fool braying orders to lackeys. I meant Guildmaster Zira. But yes, we'll need to get past that overseer to reach Silverclaw's old office. First, you'll wait for me to get into position. Then you'll distract him so I can knock him on the head. Here, take this stink apple. An alchemically infused apple. Throw it hard enough and it breaks open, surrounding your enemy with a rancid bouquet of boiled netch farts. Try not to miss. Make your way past the guards. Silverclaw hid the ledger in his old office. We'll meet there. Now wait until I'm in position, then throw the stink apple.
Lift with your legs, not your back, you fool! What the? Sure spawns the stench!
This way. Hurry! Over here. Quick, the between. Someone's coming. Hide before they see you. I left a surprise in the warehouse, but it's not ready. Not yet.
You see? No one here. Trying to cover up for your nap?
Tokming is ever vigilant. There is an intruder in this warehouse.
Cautious people are on their way to inspect the warehouse. We don't have time for this nonsense.
An explosion! Torquemine knew something was amiss.
Surprise, you fools. I'll collect Silverclaw. Meet us back at the Thieves' Den.
Warning! Get out! Ah, you return! With good news, I hope.
I'll speak with Zira when I'm damned well ready. Best to let her stew on what I've done. Don't rush me. The Overseer mentioned someone coming to inspect the warehouse. Kosh, was it? Must be a new player. Hadn't heard the name before I retired. It always comes to coin with the Abaz Landing merchant lords. Consolidate the competition, lock them in a set of gilded chains, then profit. But not that warehouse. My distraction made it undesirable. My own concoction. When poured into a crate filled with sawdust, the crate emits a thick smoke. Any reasonable person would reach for a bucket of water to douse what appears to be oncoming flame, yet it reacts quite poorly to water. The deafening bang is the least of it. The smoke increases tenfold, mimicking the mating odors of the female dragon frog. Every male dragon frog in the city should fill the warehouse by sunrise. Hope they confuse Kosh's shoe for a mate.
Do you have the ledger? Was it all for naught? Oh, there is so much naught on your face. My heart shrinks in despair. But I am quite bad at reading faces. And in this place, my nose doesn't help. So, does the stink of victory waft about you? Wonderful! Were my perfidious overseers inconvenienced in any way? I do so hope they are bereft of convenience. Yet, the others who labored for me are blameless. Should they desire it, they shall have a place in my future endeavors. And now, to restore my fortunes from my humble shop. It is near the docks. You can't miss it. Well, you can easily miss it. It is hard to find. But you are always welcome.
Care to earn a little extra coin on the side? It's for a good cause.
Back without Velsa? Can't say I'm surprised. I've met camels less stubborn. I'm happy to hear Velsa plans to join us. Her skills will be invaluable. Not very convincing, was it? I'll need to practice.
You could practice thinking with your mouth closed.
Oh, joy. Here she is. I'd recognize your grating voice anywhere. How is your retirement? Seems there are some troubles from which you can't run away.
It's very relaxing, Guild Master. Did you know I named a weed after you? It grows taller than it should and takes more water than its share from the plants around it.
That's hard to believe. You were never the type of person to get your hands dirty.
Oh, it's true. The Danazera weed thrives in the dark. I take great pleasure in cutting it down to size every day.
Just as I remember.